Gentlemen, Pittsburgh guy here. We're going to react to Pittsburgh Dad watching the Steeler game when they played the Seattle Seahawks, which we won. I'm a Pittsburgh fan. And we're going to see what he has to say because everything he says is pretty funny. So let us start off with Pittsburgh Dad, Seattle Seahawks.
Why do they keep zooming in on Ben's rear end? Is he wearing a diaper? That's smart thinking. We can't have him leaving a game to go to the toilet. You know how long it takes old guys to go to the bathroom. One time your Pap had to go to the bathroom down Three River Stadium. By the time he got out, it was PNC Park.
PNC Park,
This week's episode of Pittsburgh Dad is brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas. DK Metcalf. DK. Them two letters don't work for a first name. The hell's his dad's name? QM. Say hello to my brother, ZF. Have you met my wife? Semicolon Metcalf? Oh, great. Here comes Chris Collinsworth sliding into the shot. Why don't you just keep sliding there, Jagoff? Right off the whole damn planet while you're
Jagoff, that's his
Chris
thing.
Collinsworth just talks for the sake of talking. Now, he just said he didn't realize Russell Wilson was that important to the Seahawks offense. Let's slow it down here for him. Chris, do you realize you're an idiot? Because until we establish that,
he's calling out Collinsworth.
We can't go nowheres. There's a touchdown. Rock to the nose. He's not only a threat in the run game, but also to pass. That's one of them catch-it number 22s. Who renewed the Alex Collins show? I thought we canceled that show when it was in Baltimore. I guess
yeah,
it's in
Collins in the
now.
second half ran all over us.
Rerunning it down our throats. We was cruising right along, then the Seahawks turned into PennDOT and shut the road down. So on that play, Chase Claypool pass interfered and he went down out of bounds. All he needed to be doing was wearing an Antonio Brown jersey, and he'd have done everything you could possibly do wrong as a receiver in Pittsburgh. Well, now we know what the refs are giving out for Halloween: free timeouts. Here's a Mallet Cup.
Mallet Cup is a Pittsburgh thing.
I've seen double zeros on that clock. I've seen it. Now explain this to me. Explain this to me like the refs ain't pulling for the Seahawks. That's a trick question. You can't. Obviously, these refs have learned nothing from Superman the movie. Superman's dad clearly says you cannot interfere with human history. But these zebras are galloping the earth backwards just to make Pete Carroll happy. You're only allowed to do that to save Lois Lane. Yeah, overtime. As in the Seahawks, we're over the time. What time is it? I don't know, it's either 11:30 or Thanksgiving. It's cold down here. Well, if the Steelers win, we can do heat. If they lose, blanket time. Am I gonna have a heart attack? Do you mean am I going to have another heart attack? I've already had 3 since halftime. That's why Deb grinds up the baby aspirin in the buffalo chicken dip. Who the hell would ever want to spend Sunday night like this? This is supposed to be unwinding time. But here's the Steelers.
He's right about that. Steelers always, they never cover the points.
Dear Lord, save us from this game. Put it out of its misery. Force fumble, TJ Watt. Good. Keep your eye on that clock. Knowing these refs, they might just add a whole entire overtime. 3, 2, 1. Win. Whoa. All right, everybody okay? The dog can come out from under the table. That win was like your Aunt Linda. It ain't pretty, but it drives you insane.
So if you ever watch Pittsburgh Dad, he's very funny. I think his name's, is it John Wooten? I think that's what it is. But he does, he covers Haas's, Giant Eagle, searching for old Pizza Hut buildings, Long John Silver's. He's pretty funny all the way around. But he is right. Steeler games, I don't know why, but they give you heart attacks at the end of the game. They don't cover the spread. They always go down to the last 3 minutes, and you don't know if they're going to win or lose. And it's a headache. They still grind out the wins. I mean, they played against a team without their starting quarterback and barely won, but that call with the timeout also should have been 1 second, not 3. Not that that would have mattered too much, I guess. But Pittsburgh Dad is hilarious. You got to check out his other stuff. This was funny. You see him. He's got that really nice Steelers shirt on. He's got the Storybook Forest thing in the background. I mean, it's a Pittsburgh thing. I think Storybook Forest is north of Pittsburgh, maybe around Erie. I could be wrong. But all in all, he's hilarious. Check out his other stuff. The next one we're going to do is Pittsburgh and Cleveland because we did win that game, and that was on Halloween. And he had some funny stuff to say. I just briefed it, but I want to watch it and do it like a raw reaction like this one for the very first time. So that's about it. Until next time, Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Pittsburgh guy out.